The city was still asleep, but trouble was already brewing. She was a cruel dame, the morning. Always came too early, always demanded too much. She wanted you bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, but all I had to offer was a gritty resolve and a desperate need for caffeine. The beans. They were my only lead. The trail had gone cold last night, somewhere between a spreadsheet and a meaningless email. But this morning, I was going to crack the case. The case of the unbearable tiredness, one cup at a time. It was a dirty job, but someone had to do it. Okay, so maybe my mornings aren't quite like that, but what if they were? My life, like most people's, is a series of, it's a series of events. I wake up, I go to work, I come home. It's not exactly a blockbuster. The script's predictable, the stakes are pretty low, and the main character is usually just trying not to spill coffee on his shirt. It's the kind of movie you'd put on in the background while you fold laundry. But I got to thinking, what if I took the most boring, mundane parts of my day and gave them a full Hollywood makeover? What if my average Tuesday was directed by a rotating team of legendary filmmakers? Could waking up late become a heart-pounding thriller? Could making coffee be an epic quest? There's only one way to find out. My average day is getting the Hollywood treatment. Every scene, every moment is getting reshot in a totally different genre. Let's see if we can turn this low-budget snooze fest into a cinematic masterpiece. The sound. It started again. The same time, every day. A high-pitched shriek that clawed its way out of the darkness and right into my skull. Beep, beep, beep. It wasn't just a sound. It was a summons, a warning. The entity in the dark wanted me awake. I kept my eyes squeezed shut, pretending to be asleep, but it was no use. It could sense I was conscious. I could feel its presence in the room, a cold spot moving from the foot of the bed to the space right beside my head. The floorboards outside my door creaked, a slow, deliberate groan. It was testing the locks. I held my breath, my heart hammering my ribs like a trapped bird. The shape in the corner, the one that looked like a pile of clothes on a chair, it seemed to move, to shift its weight. The blanket suddenly felt impossibly heavy, like the hand of some giant beast pinning me down. I had to get up. I had to face it. But the real horror, the thought that truly chilled me to my soul, was that the entity was Monday morning. Oh, wow. Okay. Woke up. The sun is shining. A cartoon bluebird is probably singing on my windowsill. And, yup, I'm late. Of course. Classic me. But hey, is it really late if the world was just waiting for you to grace it with your presence? I think not. I stretched and gave my pillow a little squeeze. We had a good run, you and I whispered, but a new day calls. I swung my legs out of bed with the kind of effortless grace that immediately made me trip over my own feet and land in a heap on the floor. Perfect. A graceful swan, I am not. More of a startled flamingo. But as I lay there, tangled in my own limbs, all I could do was laugh. Who knows? Maybe today's the day I have a meet-cute, spilling coffee on a handsome stranger who turns out to be my soulmate. A girl can dream, right? First step. Actually getting out of this human pretzel. This is going to be a great day. I can feel it. Or maybe that's just my foot falling asleep. Mission briefing. Operation Fresh Breath is a go. The target. A fortified layer of plaque and morning breath residue. You have exactly 2 minutes to neutralize the threat before the primary subject is required at rendezvous point, kitchen. So, it has come to this. The final confrontation. My oldest and most persistent enemy. Gingivitis. I can feel its dark energy emanating from every corner of my mouth, but it underestimates me. It underestimates the power I wield. I grab my sacred weapon, the legendary toothbrush, and channel my energy into its bristles. With a mighty roar that echoes only in my soul, I begin the assault. The dance of cleansing. My arm is a blur, a whirlwind of furious motion. Speed lines fill my vision as I strike with precision and power. I can feel the plaque demons screaming as they're vanquished, sent back to the shadowy abyss from where they came. Heh, you thought you could defeat me? You thought you could tarnish this smile? My freshness level, it's over 9,000. With one final dramatic swish of water, the ritual of rinsing, it is done. I gaze at my reflection, a single tooth sparkling with the light of 1,000 suns. Victory is mine. Another day, another choice to make. Oh, the closet stands, a world of cotton blends. My happiness completely depends on finding the shirt that truly transcends. Is it the blue one that says I'm calm and collected? Or the stripy one, a bit more unaffected? Oh, the agony of choice. I feel so dejected. This pair of pants has a mysterious stain. Will wearing them drive me completely insane? It feels like a sartorial hurricane. Oh, what to wear? What to wear? It's a tragedy, a dramatic, fabric-based catastrophe. This single decision will define the man they see. Will this tie match, or will it clash and burn? It's the most important lesson I must learn. For the runway of life, I anxiously yearn. So I'll just grab this one and hope for the best, I guess, and walk out the door in my stylish duress, in my song of getting dressed. Exosuit integrity at 98%. Life support systems nominal. Preparing for departure from habitation module 7B. Initiating airlock sequence. Warning. Atmospheric sensors detect dangerously high levels of pollen and a 74% probability of awkward eye contact with Neighbor Unit 4. Currently engaged in primitive lawn maintenance rituals. Recommending activation of social invisibility cloak. Cloak activation failed. System error. Confidence levels too low. So, yeah, the parking lot here. It's less of a parking lot and more of a complex social ecosystem. You've got your apex predators, the ones in the expensive cars who just create a spot wherever they feel like it. Then you have the scavengers, like me, circling endlessly, waiting for any sign of weakness. A reverse light is like a distress flare. It's a moment of hope in a vast sea of asphalt. Sometimes you think you found a spot. You get all excited. You pull up and it's a motorcycle. Or one of those tiny smart cars that hides from you. It's devastating. A real emotional roller coaster before you've even had your second coffee. I've developed a technique I call the hopeful stare, where I just try to make intense eye contact with someone walking to their car, trying to telepathically communicate, "Are you leaving? Please be leaving." It has a 0% success rate, but you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right? So, there you have it, my day. When you look at it piece by piece, genre by genre, it's a little less mundane, isn't it? Suddenly, brushing your teeth isn't just a chore, it's a race against time to save the world from bad breath. The commute isn't just a drive, it's a perilous journey into the unknown. Maybe the secret to a more exciting life isn't about changing what you do, but just changing the lens you see it through. To be the action hero of your own morning routine, the romantic lead in your own clumsy misadventures. Because when you think about it, life's only as boring as the director you hire. and you're the director. Thanks so much for watching my descent into cinematic madness. If you enjoyed seeing my boring day get a blockbuster budget, do me a huge favor and hit that like button and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the sequel. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Let me know what movie genre I should try to survive next. A gritty war film about doing taxes? A fantasy epic about grocery shopping? The possibilities are endless. Until next time, stay cinematic.